Hello, we are back with part 2 of episode 3 of the Doombringer saga. We are playing Magi-Knights. I am Derek, the game designer, and I play Khierix, the GM NPC, technically the magic keeper in our system. We are continuing our playthrough of last week with Verity being played by...
I'm Kira, and I'm the assistant game designer of Magi-Knights and the project manager. And yes, I'm playing Verity Faye, and her Magi-Knight name is Heartkeeper.
Awesome, thank you. And you are also my lovely wife. So this has kind of been a very fun husband-wife project, and also working in concert with her daughter, who helped kind of inspire it from the get-go. So, yeah. All right, and next up we have Yoona being played by...
Hi, I'm Amber. I'm playing Yoona. She's also known as... Her Magi-Knight name is Topaz Shine.
Nice.
And she's a charming student.
And we also have Dayen being played by...
Connor. Hi. I'm playing Dayen, also known as Veil Keeper. He's an average student, and he's... I don't know, just trying to keep up, I guess.
Nice. The average student trying to keep up. I sympathize with that perfectly.
What? You aren't an average student. You're a troubled student.
Oh, okay, thanks. Wow. Yeah, let's just throw that out there. You were definitely the troubled student.
Yes, you were.
Not wrong. All right. Yeah, so can you guys give me a quick recap of what happened last time, just so I can kind of get a feel for what rumors or information you picked up on that is kind of sticking with you, and what rumors you might need to pick up on, or information I might need to reintroduce through other avenues? What mystery is happening right now that you guys remember?
What was his name? Quinn Rodgett is missing. He's been missing for 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a ghost haunting the school or something. Do you remember the details about that, Amber?
Some people think that the missing student is the ghost, but there's no confirmation either way.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it was bothering Verity a lot, and it was obvious in her poor performance in school that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll blame it on that.
Mm-hmm.
Connor, do you remember anything else?
I don't remember anything. I think we're chasing some students.
You met
oh yeah,
Evan.
and Verity, I remember Verity and Yoona met
No, it
a
was,
kid whose name I had not written down.
It was Dayen and
An albino kid.
Who
Yeah,
met
Dayen and Yoona met an albino kid, tried to befriend him.
Mm-hmm.
And then after school, they saw the same kid who's... What's his name again? I know we learned his name. Eben.
Mm-hmm.
Is being chased by a group of students that are going to beat him up for some reason. We don't know why yet. We were just going to go find out.
Right, and you remembered that, not that you remember, but you noticed that one of the main kind of student in that altercation, the upcoming altercation, is Drake, kind of the big local sports star for Frost Peak Academy, and he's got 3 of his cohorts nearby. You may or may not know them. But what the heck, their names are on the screen, so maybe you've at least heard of them since they hang out with the ever popular athletic star Drake. So he's got Sarah, Greg, and Jason here with him, and yeah. So what was your plan here? So you guys see, you're probably about roughly 30-40 feet away. As you see this happening, Drake yelled at Eben. Eben turns around, his eyes go wide, and he just starts bull rushing towards him. What do you guys want to do here?
Let's see.
We said we were going to chase them down, right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, you guys were going to chase him down? Well,
yeah, I think Yoona would be more geared to try to gear towards Eben to try and move him out of the way.
Well, let's see if you can do that. So why don't we just roll for initiative, since this is kind of a student fight, student combat encounter.
First student fight.
So here we go. Let's have at it.
Ba-doing. I got a
Ooh.
17.
Nice. Do you have any? You've got dexterity too, right?
Woo!
Yeah, I do. Whoa!
20. All right, you guys are like, we're saving Evan. Get back here.
Oh, my dexterity is +3. What's Verity's dexterity? Oh,
I got a
so she
22 though.
Okay,
Okay.
then mine would be a total of 20. I just didn't add that in. But she's still faster than me.
Yeah. So we've got Verity, Yoona, Dayen. How's your dexterity, man?
Dayen doesn't feel like fighting. I'll
Dayen-
take the last spot on initiative.
Okay, well, let's see if you're even slower than the guys. So, why don't you roll that d20? We'll see how he's feeling today. Maybe he's feeling as average as the average student feels. Okay, 9
9
plus... Your modifier won't matter here, so what is his modifier?
For dexterity,
Mm-hmm.
2.
2, and that is 11. Alright.
Suitably average roll.
Suitably, indeed.
Suitably average, yes.
So, let's see. But he actually... Alright, so for our initiative, we've got Verity going first, then Yoona, then Drake actually is going third, then Dayen, and then his cohorts.
Fantastic.
Wait, when's Drake going?
Drake goes number 3.
Oh,
He's
okay.
third. However, do remember that you start the round. We're gonna just do this theater of the mind because you kind of, we're just out in the open. It's just a student fight. It's just gonna be kind of how you guys handle this. So yeah, you're 30 feet away. So just remember that. And Verity's up. Verity, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm running to catch up to them, and
Okay, you close the distance. You're hot on their heels, and you see, since you're right there, they kind of spin around and see you. You see Sarah, Greg, and Jason. They turn around to look at you, and they kind of like block your way, and they kind of form a defensive line in front of Drake, who looks like he's going to go toe-to-toe with Evan.
so they won't let me get to Drake?
Oh, absolutely not.
But I wanted to.
Of course you do. That's the point. They're there to keep people out.
They're the gatekeepers.
The gatekeepers.
They are the gate.
There you go. Do you have a key? No? Take a hike.
Can I try to push through them?
You can try to push through them with an athletics check. Also remember that since this is a student fight, you can attempt to use your full round action to make a convincing argument, which damages their social hit points, or conscious hit points. So you deal social damage to them, which can kind of sway them towards, not listening to Drake, and, maybe you can request something of them.
So I do want to do that, but my problem is if I'm spending my time doing that Drake is just free to beat up Eben while I'm talking to them.
Well, that might, for the first round, it might be that way.
Oh, no one has struck a blow yet.
No one has struck a blow yet, and it's not,
Okay,
their turn.
I'll talk to them.
Yeah. So you don't know what's going to happen. You just see things are getting intense here. So actually, if you make a convincing argument, though, you're not able to... It's a 4-round action, so you wouldn't be able to move. So you'd still be kind of hanging back. But they still see you coming up. Is that what you want to do? You're going to make a convincing argument?
Yes.
Okay. So it is 4-round action. So go ahead and tell me, what is your convincing argument? And who are you talking to right now? Out of those 3 individuals?
What does Sarah look like? Does she look like a mean girl? Like, does she have like a grumpy face and it's like, I'm gonna stop you no matter what or something? Or does she just look like she's just following along?
What way to profile the students?
Ooh. You know, I'm gonna give you a free, like as a free action, I'm gonna let you go ahead and roll an insight check. Maybe
Thank you.
Maybe you'll see something.
Oh, yes.
Dang, I thought for sure I was gonna be that one. I was like, there it is. Oh.
No.
All right. Yeah. So for that insight, so she's kind of wearing, you know, she's wearing her school uniform. She's got this kind of like scowl on her face. However, you notice that she does have very like soft skin, and her hands look very soft. She's got her nails done, so you don't think she's really much of a scrappy type. But it seems like she wouldn't be unopposed to, you know, getting in a physical altercation. She might just not be super accustomed to it. But yeah, she kind of just looks at you and gives you this like kind of warning stare. Yeah, she seems very loyal to Drake. She says basically, "Who are you? This is not any of your business. Get out of here."
I say, I don't know what Drake's plans are with Eben, but if he's planning to be mean to him, I think that we should talk him out of it. You don't seem like the type who would encourage behavior like that or that would participate in it, so why don't you help me tell him to stand down?
Okay. So that's your convincing argument. Let's see how well it does. Do you remember how to make a convincing argument?
I know I used my whichever stat I chose to, which was my charisma.
Right.
But I don't remember the rest.
All right. So you're gonna make basically an attack, but it's an attack against her conscience hit points, and you're gonna see if you can persuade her. So go ahead and make that d20 roll with the modifier that you're using. So is this an intellectual or charismatic?
It's charismatic, but do I use a skill or just a stat?
You're gonna use the skill, so the persuasion.
Okay, so it's +6.
+6. Woohoo, dang.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, yes.
Dang, you're on
I rolled a
fire.
20 and 19 and 18.
Jeez. All right. Okay.
Luck of the draw today.
No
Yeah.
kidding. The dice are with you. Yeah, so you go ahead and the damage when you deal when you make a convincing argument successfully, the damage is always a d12 plus the modifier. Okay. So in this instance, your charisma, because you're making a charismatic argument.
So just charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so she has 5. And we're going to just put a little text box and let's make it. So you have dealt 5 conscience hit points to Sarah. And so remind me, I'm sorry, what did you say to her again? Oh, that's right. You were talking to her about she's not really accustomed to this. She says, "Who do you think you are and what do you think you know about me? Stay out of this." So it doesn't look like you convinced her quite yet to back off.
But I also said, I don't know what Drake is planning with Eben. Does she give anything away in her face expression so I know what he's planning? Or you have any clues?
Not yet, given that she only has the 5.
Oh, okay.
So you might be able to discern something else there when, maybe when you win her over.
Okay.
All right, that ends your turn. Now it's Yoona. What's Yoona up to?
How many of them are being distracted by Verity right now?
Just Sarah, really. They're all just kind of blocking your way. They're in a line. You could try to like run past them to get to Drake, but you probably you wouldn't do it in one turn. So
yeah, because I think Yoona might try to run past them to get to Eben specifically.
okay, you could try to do that. No one's thrown punches yet, but if they're willing to throw punches, you would provoke from at least one of them. So that's up to Yoona.
I'm just trying to think, because the options I see here doing is either she's trying to run past them to get to Eben, or she talks to one of the two guys and tries to make a convincing argument to just get them to let her go past to help Eben.
Yeah, she could do that.
And maybe
she could maybe try to yell at Drake, but he's kind of focused on Eben. But it's possible. It'd be difficult, but maybe with a good enough roll.
Because honestly, I'm trying to figure out who she would make the argument to between the three guys. But she's basically would be yelling at them like, "Dude, if you beat him up, you're gonna land in detention."
Mm-hmm.
Must be worth it to them. You're not sure.
But I guess her thought is if she points that out to him, maybe they'll stop.
Yeah, that's possible.
All right.
Who are you gonna make the argument towards?
She would want to shout at Drake, but he probably won't hear her from the distance to do that because he's further away.
So basically, it would just mean that you would have to roll very high with your d20 in order to affect him, given that there is, he's further away, he's kind of distracted, focusing on, Eben and such.
Yep.
So that's your call.
I was just looking at my student ability. I do have a forceful personality. I'm wondering if figuring out how I could most effectively use that to help. Just get like an
your
instinct
student
for
ability. Go ahead. What were you saying?
With your fists.
Oh.
That's how you can be forceful.
Yeah, that's true. Fists are very forceful. So yeah, that's one way. So are you talking about your actual student ability as a charismatic student?
It's called.
Yeah, as a charming student.
Okay, so those only work in straight social encounters, not combat encounters. So this is a social combat encounter, so you're not able to use that ability here.
She's doubting her own abilities to be able to run fast enough to get to Eben.
Okay.
And she also doesn't want to get punched in the face, but she doesn't want to leave him helpless.
Yeah.
Basically, she's probably going up to Greg and be like, "Guys, stop this. You're all gonna land in detention if you don't."
Okay, let's go ahead and roll and see if that actually influences anybody.
Yep. Remind me what check that is.
It's a d20 plus your persuasion. Or if you're using, what's the other skill?
She's got a pretty high I have a pretty high persuasion.
Yeah, so if you're using influence, you're gonna use d20 plus influence. Using persuasion. If you had a deception, you could use that here. You could tell a lie, like, "There's a teacher around the corner. You know you shouldn't be doing this," or something like that. But obviously this sounds more like persuasion, so.
Yeah.
Or influence.
But if they press, I might tell a lie of,
Yeah.
I just saw a teacher heading this way. But for now, I'm just starting with, if you gotta stop this or you're all gonna land in detention. Just mostly addressing Greg, but it's obviously to all of them.
Yeah, sure. Alright, go ahead. Let's roll it. Let's see what happens here.
12 plus 5 is 17.
Absolutely. This influences Greg. It's just a matter of how much. So
this is true.
Let's see what happens. The d12 plus your charisma.
Okay.
I have to wait till after I type.
I roll a d12 for once? Huh.
Yep. So you always deal a d12 worth of social damage when you make a convincing argument.
And my charisma is a +3.
Okay, so d12 plus 3.
And here we go. Badoop.
Bam.
Nice. Much better than I did.
All right. Very nice. Okay, so Greg, you see this like nervous droplet of sweat kind of just go down his forehead, and he's like, "Detention. Oh man. I mean, I know I owe." He just sits there like talking to himself. I know I owe Drake one for that one time, but my dad's gonna kill me if I get in detention. Oh crap. And suddenly he just seems like really nervous and jittery. But he's still standing there. He's not moving or anything, so whatever.
Remind me what the name of the PE teacher is.
Coach Soul.
Yeah. I just saw Coach Soul back there. I'm pretty sure she was headed this way.
Alright, that might be an argument you can make next turn.
I will do that.
Sounds great. Let's see. So next up was Drake. Alright, so Drake. You see him kind of like shake out his fist. And he looks at Evan, and Evan's just staring at him like he knows what's coming. And you guys are close enough that I'll say that you can hear him. And he says, Evan, you know, I thought you'd be smarter than this. I thought you'd be smart enough to stay away from her. This is a message. I hope you take it to heart. Stay away from Amelia. And then he just tries to sock him.
Uh-oh.
And let's see. Let me look at Drake's stats real quick. He actually gets 2 hits. So he's a pretty good fighter. Alright, here he goes. He's gonna swing. And he's gonna swing. Okay, ooh, double whammy.
No.
Alright, so he hits with both. And actually I should have just rolled those twice because he hit twice. Alright, so he slams his fist straight into Evan's face. And Evan, it's like he's paralyzed. He doesn't even seem to try to dodge or stop it. He just kind of stands there like a statue and just takes the hit straight to the face. He stumbles back. He's got a bloody nose. Blood starts dripping down his face. And I don't have a picture for Evan, but just so you guys know, I'm going to keep track of his hit points. I'll put it right above on Verity's head.
Okay.
Actually, that's not going to be blue, though. Let's do red. Like a lobster. Huge and red. Okay. So, Evan just lets out a loud groan as he stumbles back. He holds this, you know, his bloody nose, and you just see him cupping his palm over it, and you see the stark contrast of this blood across his white, pale face, and it's pretty unnerving. And because of that, I'm gonna give you guys all a stress point.
Oh no.
So everybody gets a stress point. Yay. So
It's stressful just listening to it happen.
There, right? So, now remember that stress affects any of your mental capabilities. So that includes mental arguments. Actually,
Yeah, I forgot.
yeah. So well, it's good that we're being reminded here. So, Verity actually now has 3 stress. So every time she rolls a skill check that uses a mental attribute, she's going to have to roll her endurance die to see if she can push through that stress. And if not, it'll become a negative modifier. The stress points become a negative modifier to her total skill roll.
I think I rolled high enough that it doesn't matter anyway.
That's very true.
Last time.
Yeah, last time you totally knocked it out of the park. All right, so that's those guys. Or that's Drake and his cohorts. Actually, nope, it's Dayen. Dayen, what are you gonna do, man? What's the average Dayen doing here?
I want to try to de-escalate the situation.
Oh, de-escalation techniques. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, you actually see Sarah. She kind of looks back after she hears Evan groan, and you see her eyes like flutter, and she holds her hands over her mouth. She's like, "Oh crap! He totally."
I'm gonna look her. I'm gonna look her straight in the eyes and just shake my head.
Okay, yeah, just a hard stare. That's definitely not
silently shaming her.
I love that. That's not persuasion. That's definitely going to be influence. So I hope you've got some good influence here. Let's see it. Do you have influence?
Is that what used to be called intimidation?
Correct. It is.
Okay.
So if you have the old sheet, it's your
Yeah, we do.
intimidation. Okay.
Okay. It's now called influence. Duly noted.
I only have I only have 1 point in that.
Mm.
I'm going to give you a modifier because it's so applicable here. So go ahead and roll. I'll give you a +2 modifier. I like that. So 1d20 plus 3. Is that an 11?
Yep.
Oh, +3 would make it 11.
And
Another average roll.
Another average roll. That's very true. All right. Unfortunately, 11 is not enough to influence her. She like looks back, and you see her just aghast. But you stare at her. You give that like you should be ashamed of yourself. That stare, and she just kind of like all she can think about is all that blood, and she's just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. All right. Next up are the cohorts. Yeah, so now that Drake has kind of thrown the first punch, I think Jason's going to go for it. So Jason just runs up, and he's a bit tougher, a bit bigger, and yeah, he's just going to run up with his fist, and let's see who's going to hit. 1d3. We'll just go from the, let's see, Verity 1, Yoona 2, Dayen 3. 1. He's gonna go hit a girl. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
There's 2
Wait,
girls.
who is he hitting?
Me.
Verity. He's gonna try.
Oh.
He might feel bad. I don't know. He's not gonna hit her. We're gonna say he's just gonna shove her really hard to the ground, probably.
What?
So here we go. +4. Yeah, he definitely does. And 1d4 +2. Dang.
Oh my gosh.
He like shoves Verity so hard. She goes like flying back. Her like nice school uniform skirt just skids across the green grass and gets mucked up a bit. And you land hard on your rear end, and you're like, oh, you can almost feel like the shock of pain shoots up your tailbone. And he's like, he just looks at you, he's like, hey, take a hike. Me and my bro got some business with this kid. If you don't want to get messed up, you best look the other way. All right.
You go for me first. Why?
Verity, are you okay?
Because I rolled a die. I mean, you look the skinniest. I don't know. Let's see.
Tough guy.
Tough guy indeed.
Yuna's gonna glare
So I
at him.
took 4 damage.
Glaring.
You took 6.
Oh, 6 damage.
Yeah, 6 damage. You got like a max hit on you. Greg is kind of, he's actually not going to do anything. He's kind of just, he's on the edge. He's like, well, Jason, that's kind of harsh, man. Hey, are you sure about? It's like, shut up, dude. Gosh, you're such a spineless coward.
Who said that, Greg?
Jason said this to Greg.
Yeah,
that he's
I know,
a spineless
that's what I
coward. Yeah, Greg said that. And then Sarah. What's Sarah gonna do here? She's gonna make some nasty, quippy remark towards Yoona. Which I'm gonna say if she succeeds, maybe she'll inflict a stress point.
I start cleaning rocks out of the cuts on my hands from falling down.
Yeah, that's very applicable here. Alright, let's see. She's got a +2. This is on Yoona. Actually, Yoona, why don't you make an opposed persuasion check here?
Okay.
I like
So-
that.
Good luck with that. She got a 19.
And she's only got a +2.
All right, let's hope this rock and roll's okay.
Woo! Oh,
Oh, that's
dang!
That was the worst.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so, Yoona, oh my gosh, what does Sarah say here that's so harsh? Let's see.
Well, I had just told Greg that if he didn't lay off, they were gonna all land in detention. If that helps. She could say something.
She could say they're going to
else
blame it on us.
Alright, hopefully that fixed the dice feed. Let's scroll it down a bit. Yeah, it's scrolled down. Okay. Alright, yeah, so you did say, about detention, but you wrote... Wow, this is a 1 versus a 19. This is she says something really snarky and mean here. She says, you know what? You can threaten us with attention all you want, but it doesn't change the fact that your breath smells like wet dog thanks to all that fermented cabbage you eat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow, dealing for the racism.
Yeah, that's
Seriously?
hey. That's what she's going for here, I guess, because it's harsh. You take a stress point. Yeah.
I guess she's at 2.
You're at 2, okay. Alright. And Sarah, yeah, pulling out the claws.
A nicely manicured
A
claws.
nicely manicured claw. Not a nice girl, though. Mm-mm. And that's it, right? Yep, so Verity, what you got going on here?
Okay. I'm gonna say to Sarah.
You'd probably ask, Verity, are you okay?
Let's see. Well, first I do need to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I think I'm gonna talk to Greg instead, since he's the one who. Wait, was it Jason or Greg?
Jason was the one that shoved you. Greg got kind of cowed by Yoona's argument.
Okay. I guess I'll talk to Jason and just say.
You're gonna go for Jason, the guy that just shoved you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Because he's rude.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you're using persuasion here.
That's my problem. Because
Or-
he's not very
I'm sorry, not
influential.
persuasion is irrelevant here. What I mean to say is, are you making a charismatic argument, an intellectual argument, or a wisdom argument, or a wise argument? That's what really matters here.
I need to think about what I'm going to say first before I can decide that.
Okay.
I'll say to him. Oh, I have a good idea.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear
I
it.
think this is intellect. No, because she doesn't have very much intelligence. Wisdom. It's wisdom for sure.
Okay.
Okay. She's gonna say, you know how much Mr. Davenroy cares about his students? How do you think he's gonna feel when I go to class tomorrow and I show him these cuts on my hand that you gave to me? And how much trouble you're gonna be in?
This is almost not a persuasion though. That almost sounds like influence.
I guess that's true.
Or not
But I was thinking it's
influence,
wisdom because it's like it's the smart thing to do or like the wise thing to do.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's true. So I think you're gonna use wisdom, but I think in this instance you're gonna use
Influence.
influence. Yeah.
That stinks. Okay.
But because you're using influence and you're using wisdom, you deal full damage. Well, full conscience hit point damage.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
that's enough.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll your d12 plus what you got.
Oh, thank you.
Dang, 11. Girl, you got under this guy's skin. All right, going back to the good old blue for Jason. Yeah, so you see Jason, big tough guy, beating up on a girl, or at least shoving a girl anyway. You see that he does kind of take like a big breath when you mention Mr. Davenroy. They've got some history. You don't know what that's about, but yeah, it definitely, whatever you said got to him. Yeah. So you'll have to figure that out later, but it definitely gets to him. He's just like silently shaking his head. He kind of grits his teeth. All right, Yoona, what you got?
Well, I'm thinking she doesn't, at this point, seeing Greg and Jason both starting to waver, seeing that Evan is badly hurt, she's going to try to run past the group to get to Evan. Her
Okay.
idea is basically to try she might not. I don't know if she could make the distance or not, but her thought is she's gonna try to like be a human shield between Eben and Drake.
Okay. I do like that. Let's pause for one quick second because Verity did not roll her endurance die. So since you have a stress of 3, you need to roll your 1d6 endurance die, and you need a 3 or higher to negate the penalty.
I keep forgetting.
And if you don't...
Wait, d6.
You're rolling a d6, you want...
Ah!
Okay, so your penalty does take effect.
So I didn't get any of that.
So...
that stinks.
You hit with a... So you basically, instead of a 15 minus 3 is 12.
12.
But I'm going to say a 12 does still influence him.
Oh, really?
Yep. But for mechanical purposes, we do need to remember to roll that endurance die. If we had physical dice, it'd be easy to just keep throwing in that, d6 with our d20, but hard to remember on roll 20. So, all right, but yeah, let's go ahead. So you can, we'll say you rush past the weaker.
Yeah, do it
Greg.
the Red Rover way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go between the two boys.
Well, if she goes between the two boys, Jason's gonna knock her down.
Nah, probably just swerving around Greg.
Yeah,
because...
I think that'll happen. So you rush past Greg, who's on the outskirts, and Jason just sneers at him. What the crap, dude? She just ran right past you. What are you doing? And he's like, sorry, Jason. Oh, crap. And then you run up right next to Drake, and you get in between him and Eben, who's kind of sprawled on the ground, clutching his bloodied face. And Drake just looks at you kind of nonchalantly, like he doesn't even care that you're there.
Yeah, she's just standing there with her arms out, glaring at him. Just
Okay.
She's literally being the human shield.
So you've got a standard action here. Do you want to take a swing at him, or do you want to just... What do you want to do with that action?
Well, if he's not gonna take a swing at me, maybe then...
Well, it's not his turn, so that's the issue here. You could take the... you could take a dodge action, I guess. So if he swings at you, he gets disadvantage, right?
I'm trying to decide if I want to try to dodge or if she's gonna like try to headbutt him.
Yeah.
I don't know what she'll do.
He's totally throwing double punches at this guy, so yeah. That's up to you. What are you gonna do?
Now you sound like Tanjiro. How dare you? I headbutt you.
Tanjiro, the headbutt master.
There you go.
Yoona is not Tanjiro, though.
She can channel it. Come on.
She could try. Her strength is lacking, but she might do it anyway.
Alright, so go ahead and make that swing then.
Yeah.
So remember, your attack as a student can be dex or strength, but your damage is strength only, unless you're a martial artist.
Well,
Which you're not.
she has a higher dexterity, so I think she can attack with that.
Do it. Let's see it. Let's see if you can smack Drake. Give him some of his own medicine.
Woo woo. Could be better.
Okay. 10. Alright, unfortunately that is not enough to hit Drake. Are you going for a headbutt? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you try to go for a headbutt. How tall is Yoona, by the way?
I hadn't actually decided on her height. Let me see. Maybe Yoona's like 5'2".
Okay, yeah, so that might be the issue. If she tries to like go for the headbutt, she might even like try to get a little jump, and she ends up just headbutting his solid chest, and she just feels her head kind of bounce off of it, and he kind of looks at her like she's crazy.
She's like, maybe my head.
Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have gone for tried to headbutt him in the stomach instead.
Something, but either way, this guy's got
rock hard pecs.
Rock hard pecs. He's like, look, if you want to feel them, you don't have to use your head. Okay?
He actually says that.
Just no, she just yelled at him. You leave Eben alone.
All right.
Little 5'2" girl trying to be intimidating.
Yeah, Drake's like 6'2", so he's kind of literally just towering over her, like. And
yep.
Yeah, it's Drake's turn. Drake is gonna go ahead and Yeah, he's gonna try to just shove Yoona out of the way.
No.
He's like, look, I gotta teach this guy a lesson. You need to move. And
Isn't 2 punches enough? He's already bleeding. You taught him enough. Leave him alone.
that would be a good argument for your next turn. I think that might actually make do very well.
I'll do that for the next turn.
Okay. Let's see here. Student armor. Oh, it's not 17.
Oh, my student armor is 14. That's helpful.
Okay. Whatever he totally decked Evan, and he's not doing that to you. He's just gonna try to shove you out of the way here. So, dang.
What is with these boys?
These boys are like, look, you're cute. I'm sorry, but me and him, we need to do this mano a mano. And he just like shoves you hard. You kind of like stumble back into Evan, kind of trip. And you slam hard into the ground, taking.
He actually says that. You're cute.
Points.
I'm sorry. Before he
you're
shoves
cute.
her.
I'm sorry, but hey, I gotta deliver a message.
Well, obviously Yuna's not impressed.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously smarting, but she's like, no. Then you were never cute, obviously.
I don't know. Maybe he's her type.
Hey, you never know. Dayen, what's Dayen up to here?
Who's closest to me? It's not. Well, I don't think it's Drake.
It's the three.
The 3 people, yeah.
Yeah, Sarah, Greg, and Jason.
Mm-hmm.
And Verity.
Yes,
and
me.
Verity on her tush. Yeah.
No, I got up.
Remember? Oh, you got up? Oh, that's right. You dusted
chew
yourself.
out
I forgot.
Jason.
You still have those nice little green stains though for your skirt. I think they're gonna be nice accents. Yeah, I think so.
Make me look like a leprechaun.
Okay, remind me, is Drake the only one who's hit Evan?
Yeah. Yeah, the other 3 are kind of just trying to blockade, yeah. But now that they've broken through the line, who knows what's gonna happen here?
I'm gonna tackle Greg, try to get him out of the way.
Okay, you can tackle Greg, or you can attempt to persuade him. Which one do you want to do?
Nah, I'm tackling him.
Alright, you're gonna tackle him. Okay, let's see it happen.
That would be athletics, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a definite connection. And you're gonna tackle him out of the way. I want you to make a D12 roll anyway, because he's already kind of intimidated right now. So your mere tackling him might just be enough to push him over. Holy
oh my
smokes!
gosh!
Perfect! 12! Woohoo!
Wow.
So you literally just make this huge flying like jump through the air. You smack Greg hard into the ground, and he just like throws his hands up as he lands back. Ugh! Hey, all right. Hey, I'm done. Okay, I'm done, man. Let's chill out. I didn't know you were gonna take it so serious.
This is beautiful.
So Dayen just kind of, he looks at Dayen. Greg just looks at Dayen. He's like, hey, dude, it's cool, okay? We're fine. I'm done. Just don't hurt me. What does Dayen say out of curiosity?
I tell him to get lost.
You tell him to get lost. All right.
What are you doing? That's a weird X.
It's not an X.
Hey, it looks... Yeah, it's almost like a playing piece knocked over. It's like out of the game.
There you go. I was just doodling. But
cool.
Okay.
That's what I said. Jeez. Verity, so critical over here.
It's not Verity, it's Kira.
It's Kira. Kira is so critical over here. Verity, designed by Kira, is still Kira. Alright, Greg is like, yeah. Hey, okay, man, you got it. I'm out. I'm leaving. And he, like, gets up, and he's just kind of, like, standing off. He's like, Jason, come on, man. Sarah, seriously? These guys are serious. Let's leave. And it's their turn. And Sarah, I think Sarah is gonna go after Yoona. And she's just gonna tackle her to the ground. Oh, snap!
Oh my gosh!
Sarah just like slams into Yoona.
She's so racist.
She's like, stay away from Drake! She does have a negative, though, to her strength, so... She only does...
Well...
Okay. She does 2 damage on a crit with this tackle, but hey, I guess...
Okay. Well, so how much... Okay, so how much damage did, So Drake dealt 7 damage?
Yeah, 7, and now she dealt 2.
It's 2. Okay,
And,
well...
Yeah, so she kind of tackles you to the ground, but then you notice that, like, it looks like it's going to be a really nasty tackle, but then she's like, oh my gosh, my nails! And she, like, tucks them under her armpits and, like, kind of just rolls really strangely to, like, protect them from getting dirty.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
but back in the day, I would play Pokemon Stadium, and my favorite thing is when you hit with a certain move, the announcer would say, critical hit, but it's not very effective.
Basically.
So it hardly does any damage.
That's what happened here. We should get that announcer voiceover right just instantly right here. Jason, though. Jason's gonna run up and... Yeah, now that you knocked Greg out, he's gonna try to knock Dayen out. Oh, nope.
Oh, that...
You really want to mess with Dayen?
Yeah, he takes a swing, but Dayen just kind of, you know, sees it coming, takes a quick duck. All right.
Dane's being slightly above average today. Good job.
Today's his day, maybe. All right, Verity, what you got going on?
I'm going to... I think I'll talk to Jason again.
Jason? Okay. Sure.
Okay, say, not only will Mr. Davenroy be upset with you, but just think about what the other girls at school will think of you if they hear about this.
Okay, this sounds definitely like another threat.
Yes, it
but
is.
All right, go ahead, yeah.
I meant for it to be.
Yeah, it's going to have full effect.
It's going to be great.
Ah, no, it's not.
That one. Oh,
no.
He's like, what are you even going on about? I've already got a girl. Shut up. All right.
Oh.
Do you have an inspiration point?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think you gave us any.
I haven't given any yet.
No.
Oh, that's right, because you had such a bad day anyway. You didn't get student of the day. Oof. Rough. Super rough. All right. La Luna, or Yoona.
So, did Yoona just get knocked to the ground, or is, like, Sarah pinning her to the ground?
She just knocked her to the ground again.
Okay.
She, like, tried to tackle her, but then...
I think now Yuna's, like, giving up on trying to talk to any of these thugs that are beating up on the poor kid. I think now she's gonna get up and try to grab Evan and help him move away from Drake.
You're gonna try to, like, pick him up and make him run away with you or something?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, you try to grab for, like, Evan's hand, which is covered in blood, by the way.
Evan, run away with me.
Yeah. Evan has this, like, dead look in his eyes, and he just looks at you, and he's like, just stop. It's okay. This needs to happen.
No.
And he just, like, stands up like a statue and just stands there.
No, it's not okay. She's still gonna, like, try to fling her arms around him and move him.
Okay, you could try.
Yeah, at the very least, even if she can't, like, make him move, she'll still put herself between him and Drake.
Okay, alright. I guess maybe you could persuade him to move, or are you gonna, like, try to force him to move?
Well...
Or... Yeah, how
her
do you want to do that?
Well, her strength isn't all that great.
You're probably not gonna move him. I mean, maybe.
So... But Well, she's still grabbing onto him, and she's gonna say, "Nothing you could have done makes it so that you deserve this. Let's leave."
Okay, so she's gonna make a persuasion check against Eben.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
basically, no matter what you did, you don't deserve it. He shouldn't be beating you up.
Let's see if anything comes of this. It's gonna be tough, but it's an interesting tactic. I didn't foresee that, but okay, let's see what happens. What do the dice say?
Yeah, Yoona is probably a bit hyper focused on the fact that that's a lot of blood. Let's get him far away from the person making him bleed.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh,
Yay.
nice.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, actually, this is pretty persuasive here. Evan, what does Evan say to that? Evan's gonna look at her, and you see this kind of like that cold stare, kind of like slowly thaws, like like icicles that are slowly melting off of the rooftop. See that like little droplets, that's kind of what you're seeing here in his expression. And he looks to Drake and he says, "They're just trying to help. I won't talk to Amelia anymore, okay? I got your stupid message. Just stop hurting them, okay?" Drake just kind of looks at him with a very confident and amused grin, and he's like, "Well, dang, that's all it took." He shoves his hands in his pockets. He's like, "Sarah, Greg, Jace, let's go, man. But hey, man, if you're not true to your word, I'm gonna come back with a vengeance. You got that?" And Evan just kind of nods timidly. "No, I get it. We're done. All right then. I'm watching you, man." And Drake turns around with his lackeys, and they all walk away. What do you do?
I quickly write on a sticky note, "Kick me," and I stick it on Drake's back as he's walking away.
Stealth check. Stealth check or get clocked? How about that? Yeah, this is gonna be pretty tough because he's surrounded by 3 people. I really hope
Would I actually have time to do that?
Sure, yeah.
Is Verity tempting fate now?
Yeah, she is.
The day she's having. Poor girl.
+2. I really hope this does well for you because.
11.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
I know.
Drake sees her coming and grabs at her wrist.
Oh, he only barely beat me.
Oh. Actually, what's your student armor?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, so you...
Oh, it's my armor.
Yeah. So he takes a swing at you. Not a swing, like he tries to grab your wrist and you like barely pull your wrist back in time. And he stares at you with like this death glare. And he's like, "What's your name, girl?"
Say it's Verity. You want my number 2?
Yuna's trying so hard not to laugh at that.
Alright. Funny girl, huh? We'll see if you're still laughing by the end of the week. He just turns around and says, "Jace, watch that crazy one." Jace just watches you, dead eye. "Hey man, you stay away from Drake. We're gonna have issues."
I wouldn't mind having issues with you.
Wait, he's like, wait, what? He kind of like sits there. He's like, "What does that even mean?"
Verity's a strange sort of flirt, it seems.
I don't. Greg,
You should write your number on the kick me note and give it to him.
There you go.
I actually was considering doing that.
Yeah, Jason turns to Greg. Dude, what did she mean by that? Like, Greg's like, Jason, don't think about it too hard. Let's just go, man. And he's just so confused. He's like, he almost looks like he's got a headache. He's like, I don't quite. All right, so there you go.
I think.
Oops. All right, I'm gonna take these guys off since you're
Bye,
done with that.
Drake.
All right, all cleaned up. Okay, yeah. So what do you guys do now? You have a bloody nose.
Probably go to the nurse's office.
Yeah, let's say Yoona would probably be like, let's get you to the nurse's office to take care of that nose.
Eben just shakes his head. He's like, no, it's fine. I'll just go home and deal with it. Don't worry about it.
Don't hear it. Yuna's just gonna try to shove her sleeve over his nose to staunch the bleeding.
Yeah, he's kind of pinching it closed, but yeah. He says, no, it's fine. I'll just walk it off.
I say, Evan, can I ask you really quickly, who's Amelia?
I was gonna ask, is that like Drake's girlfriend or something?
I'm trying to decide if you would. Why don't one of you? Yeah, this will be a good instance to use the
Do I know you check?
The hero check. Oh, you might know Amelia, maybe. But
well,
actually, I was thinking more so for a skill check from the squad. So squad skill check. So who's gonna ask that question? I think that was you, right? Verity?
Yeah, I asked first.
All right, so Verity's gonna ask the question.
Okay.
So she's gonna do the roll, but
And is it persuasion?
it is persuasion.
Sure.
Okay, so you're the main character that's asking this question. So you get to make this check here. Actually, do you have proficiency in persuasion?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, if you didn't, I would actually give you disadvantage here because he's not an open person. He doesn't like to open up. But since you have proficiency, you don't get disadvantage. So that's good. Since it's reasonable to allow your friends here to help out, I'm going to give you a +1 to your bonus skill check for each player assisting. So that's another +2 on top of what you have. And then if anyone else has proficiency with persuasion, you get an additional +1.
I have proficiency with persuasion, and because Yoona did just back up Verity's question, like prompting. Yeah, is she Drake's girlfriend?
Okay, yeah. So that would give you a +3 on top of your normal skill rolls. Go ahead.
But it says I don't get my skill mastery. Isn't that what my
It's
6
for
is?
anyone else assisting.
Oh, okay.
If the assisting player also has
So I get
mastery also for bonus.
+9 then?
Yeah, you get +9. But if you fail this check, there's no like, hey, can I do a turn? Can I do it? Like, so if you fail, it's a fail.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe partial success though.
Oh, yes!
Blows it out of the park.
Good job.
Yeah, he's like, I guess you just risked your necks for me. Amelia's just a really good friend. I've known her for a few years now, and well, she's Drake's new girlfriend. And I guess we're just supposed to cut ties now. So.
Well, if you've been friends with her longer than he's been dating her, then there's nothing that says you should. He's just being very overprotective and a jerk.
I mean, there is a bloody nose that says he shouldn't.
Well,
yes. Yes, there is.
I still stand by what I said.
Evan, do you
Evan,
like
I'm just
Amelia?
saying.
It doesn't matter if he likes Amelia or not. What matters is if he could talk to his friend. And I'd say yes! Drake's being a douche!
I agree with that, but it would... Well, just... Does he answer the question?
Yeah, she's one of the most kindest, most thoughtful girls I've ever known, you know? Before I moved out here, she helped me through a lot of tough times.
Why?
But...
That's so
Okay.
sweet!
You know,
Yoona's just fangirling.
But it's not like I can fight back against Drake. That would just make Amelia upset, right? So I just froze.
Why is she dating him, though?
Did you look at him?
Did you never tell her your feelings?
Are you kidding me? Why would I? Look at him. Look at me. Now look back at him. Okay, now back at me.
Hey!
Never mind the bloody nose. Okay. That'll clean up later. Yeah.
Hey, not every girl likes the Drakes of the world.
That's true.
Obviously Amelia does. But... Anyways, this doesn't matter.
Well, is okay if, how about I walk you home at least, just to make sure you don't pass out for blood loss before you get there.
You want to walk him home?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the others could join us if they wanted to, but she's only really speaking for herself.
Sure. What do you guys think about Yoona's offer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the school day over?
Yeah, this was the end
Yeah,
of
the
school.
school day's over.
I wanted to try to
Yeah,
look
may as well.
I wanted to try to look for the guy that I bumped into earlier, though.
Yeah, you can go look for him. Me and Yoona will walk him home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Evan
Can I do that?
and if Evan will let us.
So,
In the campaign, we've split up during like investigation or post school time before.
right, yeah, so it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of could she actually find him, given that
Yes.
it's been like 15 minutes after school's been let out.
Yeah, just seeing if he's...
Are you just gonna like wander the
hanging around.
halls, or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good point.
if that's what Verity wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna give everyone 2 social points for sticking up for Evan. So you can go ahead and add
Yay.
Evan as an NPC with 2 social points to your sheets. And then, since you guys are walking him home,
What's Evan's last name?
you didn't ask.
Ah.
I'm gonna
Ask
give you guys. Sure, ask now. I said you didn't ask because I don't remember.
Oh.
Oh, Weaver.
Well,
It's never come up.
Weaver. Evan Weaver. But since you 2 are walking him home, I'll actually give you an extra social point.
okay.
I'll tell him, I hope you feel better, Evan, and you should come to us about Amelia. Don't let Drake push you around. We'll try to help you.
Okay. He kind of just shrugs and nods in a kind of, what do you call that? Relinquished manner?
Non-committal.
Non-committal, yeah.
Okay.
So, alright. So you guys you 2 walk him home. As you guys are walking him home, you guys can maybe ask him a few more questions. What does Verity... She's gonna... Let me think.
Yeah, which one do we want to do first? The us talking with Evan or her finding her mystery dude?
Let's... Do you guys have any questions for him before you drop him off to his house?
So, when did Amelia start dating Drake? I don't see why he would feel threatened by you talking to her. Jeez.
Yeah.
I guess it's...
Right? I mean... I wouldn't be threatened by me either.
Yeah, it's
Dad.
not just... It's not just how different you 2 look. Oh, hush, Dane. That's not what I meant. You're being mean.
I'm trying to keep it to myself.
It's hard. For an average student, it's pretty hard to hold these things back.
Yeah.
Anyway, meant more if
It's
a
been
guy
like
that
week.
feels secure about his relationship wouldn't feel threatened by other guys talking to his girlfriend. Like, that just makes him a dodo. It says nothing about you.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It's
How long have those two been dating anyway?
a week and a half.
Yeah, that's not even long enough to justify jealousy. Come on.
Hey,
Maybe it's just the right amount.
I'm not on the football team. I don't know what's the right amount of time, but yeah.
You know, good point. Maybe there isn't. Point being, a lot of friendships last a lot longer than relationships. So, there's nothing wrong with you continuing to talk with your friend, even if she's dating someone.
I mean, I might maybe agree with you, but I don't. After today, I don't think Amelia is gonna agree with that. So
Well,
anyway,
it sounds like she's a good friend. Then if she doesn't want to be hurt, at least.
yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just time to move on.
Who knows?
All right, Verity. You get to school. You're just What are you doing? How do you hope to find this mystery fellow?
I look for a group of girls following a guy around because he had a fan club. Remember?
Yeah, they're not here.
I'm just looking for a group of girls anywhere.
A group of girls anywhere. You find quite a few groups of girls.
And there's no boys
In
near
our
any
high
of
school,
them.
but there are no boys near any of them. No.
What?
Well, there might be some
Talking about boys, aren't
intermingling
they?
here. Yeah, exactly. There's a few intermingling here and there, but not the boy you're looking for. How about that?
Can I try to see if I remember anything that revealed something about him, like where I might find him?
Sure. Roll a wisdom check.
Okay.
Actually, we'll say investigation wisdom.
Okay. Yes!
What is up with your dice tonight? Holy smokes. Alright.
But I need to roll my stress. I mean, I don't know if it matters.
Yeah. It's not gonna matter, but let's be consistent.
I got a 20 instead of a 23.
Dang.
That stinks.
That
Only
20.
a 20.
All right.
Rip.
Something that would. So you guys are in school uniforms. What are you trying to think here? What are you looking for? What kind of clue would you be looking for in this instance?
Like, I saw his backpack because he walked past me. So did he have like any patches on it or a keychain or?
Yeah, I
maybe-
was actually thinking about that. Should there be like a requirement on your backpacks or whatever?
that says if you're part of a club or a team or something. Is that what you're
Or
saying?
some schools are like very strict about what kind of backpack you can have. So
That's-
maybe,
that's what I was
Oh,
wondering.
that's what you meant.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well-
like should all students have the same backpack or
Right.
I didn't
whatever?
mean that exactly. Just if he had, because people can have accessories.
Okay. Let me think. Yeah, he has a. He had a keychain, and on his keychain was like a little toy gun. Yeah. It was like a little toy gun with like a pair of handcuffs. There you go.
So is his dad a police officer?
You don't know. That's what you got. That's what you remember noticing. Because he has it like a clip on his belt, and then it was dangling from off of there. But with that, you're not able to find him, and I'm not gonna have you waste too much time looking for him just because he's not here. You do like a quick skirt around. You're like, the hallways are kind of empty. People are kind of just leaving. You're like, if he was here, he's gone.
Okay.
So you guys drop off Eben, and he says thanks for walking me home, and I'll go check in with my grandparents.
You're welcome. Have a good night, and gives a great big wave.
He just kind of nods and walks away into his house. What do you guys want to do for free time? Free time phase.
Oh, fun times, the free times.
Yeah. You guys thought
Something
of
to
it?
de-stress.
Something to de-stress for sure.
The arcade?
Arcade time! I was gonna say that at the same time.
Okay, we can go there.
Yeah, okay. So the arcade gives you, let's see, reduces your stress by what? 2? Okay.
That would be good.
And you might be able to win some cool item out of the
Can you switch it to the arcade picture?
gotcha machine. Yeah, I would love to switch it to the arcade.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. If it reduces to stress, then Yoona will be down to 0 stress.
Perfect. And Dayen will be 0, 2 as well. Alright, so you guys head towards the arcade. You guys use your communicators to link up? How do you do that?
Yeah, I'll just ask them, hey, should we all meet up somewhere?
And Yoona will be like, arcade! Let's go there.
Okay.
Okay. And you notice that Khierix has been sitting atop Dayen's head this whole time, silently listening in as you've been discussing things with this strange boy that you've met, Eben. And he's just been quietly observing as he sits regally like a statue upon Dayen's head.
Wait, so she saw him there and she never said anything?
Did I notice he's on my head?
I don't know how did you look up?
No.
If he did, he would have moved down.
No, that's true. He's like a hat.
Well,
you can't see him.
I think Yoona might have initially been too distracted talking with Eben. Like, first asking about what was going on and then making small talk. And then after Eben leaves, she can focus and be like, oh, hi, Khierix.
Hi.
What you thinking?
The arcade.
You look like you're... Yeah, we're gonna go to the arcade, but what else are you thinking? You look thoughtful.
I'm thinking it's time for you to win me some merchandise from Super Soaring Dragon Soldiers.
You always want us to win you merchandise from that one.
Well, if you guys were better at the claw machine, maybe I'd have more stuff.
How can you...
Hey, if we give up being Magi-Knights, we could spend every day at the arcade.
Hey, you can do both.
And if we didn't have to go to school. Oh wait, I'm not there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well...
Wow, lifers. If I didn't have to go to school, and if I didn't have to fight evil, I could just hang around the arcade all day. Terrible.
Yes.
But I don't get how
Stay in
people
school.
can get better at a game that's basically luck, because everyone knows those are like rigged. Like, oh my
There's
goodness.
totally skill involved.
No. Only people who are bad say that.
Well, I don't have fingers, I just have paws, okay? It's all on you. Now go, Mount! Lead us forward!
Yes, Mount, go forward! And she's pushing Dayen. to take the lead.
The things I put up with.
Nice. Alright, so you guys arrive at the Ding Level Up Arcade, and as you enter through the double doors, the mat lights up, and you hear this deep voice, Ding! Level Up Arcade! And you see this row and row after row of like old school 90s video games, air hockey, ticket booths, and off in the corner there's a place to exchange tickets for prizes. You recognize one of the young kids in an apron behind the counter, and an old gentleman's kind of walking around at different games, helping people with when coins get stuck and what have you. And it's pretty full. It's pretty packed in here, but good, nicely dimly lit atmosphere. You're very glad that you're able to arrive at the arcade at this moment because there's a sudden contrast to the sunny weather that was there moments before, and these enormous mass of dark clouds just roll in and just start pouring a deluge of torrential rain. And you guys, you rush into the arcade before you get soaked from this onslaught of pelting droplets. And yeah, you hope it lets up by the time it's over, but who knows?
Yep. Welcome to Washington. All the rain. I'm assuming, because if I remember right, this is in Washington.
Yes.
It is Lapis City. Yeah. Can be anywhere, but for our purposes, it's on the coast of Washington. All right. So, what do you guys do in the arcade?
Well, I think Yoona might go straight to the claw machine, but get that done before going to anything else.
Khierix agrees with you. All of you, to the claw machine! Immediately! Go! And he, stomps his paws on Dan's head. Go, 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 go! As if, he's got a button there that would make him go faster. Turbo mode!
Well, Yoona's gonna zip ahead of Dayen. What's Dayen gonna do?
I'm gonna grumble at Khierix and go to the claw machine.
Perfect.
When I first get there and I see Khierix, I say, "Oh, hey, Khierix, what you doing up there?"
I'm riding majestically on my new mount.
Oh.
Should I exchange this one for an upgrade?
An upgrade?
Yes, indeed. An upgrade.
Yes, please do.
Very well, you have served me well.
I think he means you, Verity.
Yep, as he says, he leaps off of Dayen's head and lands on Verity's. And, very good. Upgrade complete. Forward.
I'll just hold you then. And then I try to take him off.
Try to take him off. All right, opposed dexterity roll. Let's see if you can grab. Yeah, he's like. Huh? Khierix is very quick and agile, mind you. Good luck.
Ooh, I got a 21.
Dang!
Whoa.
Khierix
Oh, you're fast.
Yeah, Khierix darts off
he
the
gets
back.
+8?
Yep, and he tries to use his wings to fly away right as your hands grab him, but you manage to grab the bottom of his paws, and he's like, ah!
I'm like, I really want to hold you, Khierix. Come here.
And he's like, ugh! And you just hold on to him tightly. He's like, oh man.
When I get in my arms, I just start petting him by running my hand from the top of his head down his back, and I just keep doing that. I'm like, good Khierix.
Beautiful.
The things I put up with. Alright, let's have you guys roll for the claw machine. 1d100. 75 plus, you win a prize from Khierix's favorite show, and he'll give you something cool. Otherwise, you're SOL.
I'll walk over next to the claw machine and hold him so he can see.
And he's like, you better win something.
I got an 82!
Oh, you did! Nice.
Okay, let's get you done all at once.
Okay, I guess I'll
ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Too bad there's not an
Poor
extra
Dayen.
0. Oh, dang.
I guess I'll have to
Ouch.
let Khierix go to
Do the
use
claw machine. Yeah,
machine.
you're probably right. He puts his face right up to the glass and he's like, "Oh, that one in the back, right there. Oh, you're terrible. Oh my gosh, I can't watch this. It's painful."
Me?
Yes.
I was close, sort of. 20.
Yeah, Dayen, he's just like, what are you? You know you moved the joystick, not just press the button, right?
I forgot.
Oh.
Isn't this why you got a new mount?
Yeah, well, I hope you didn't need that 50 cents. Alright, let's see. Yoona wins a prize.
Yay.
Let me pull up my sheet real quick for free time phase. What'd you get, Yoona? 82?
84.
I got an 82.
Oh, 82, sorry.
82. Okay. So you receive, let's see. So you get a gem of rarity 2 or less. All right, so you can win a shard of power, which is basically like a potion or a scroll from playing the arcade. And basically what happens is you get a figurine from Khierix's favorite TV show, which we mentioned was Super Sword and Dragon Soldiers. With an 86, well, 81 to 86, we'll say that this is a side character. So you receive one of the monsters from the first season. You get this like ugly looking two-legged pig with a fat head. And yeah, Khierix like, oh good. Now I have someone to like fight against with my other guys. Give me that. And he like snatches the box out of your hand.
Okay, I was just gonna give it to you. Great, I'm glad you like it.
And then yeah, he's going to exchange that for a gem of your choice of rarity 2 or less. So when you have some free time, you can go to the shards of power, and check out any of those shards and just tell him, hey, you owe me one. Cough up that lovely shard of power, and he will exchange it for you. All right?
Yep. I'm just grabbing the folder so I can look at the list of shards.
Yeah, no rush. Just when you get around to finding one, just let me know. All right. What do you guys do in the arcade besides play at the claw machine? So that's kind of like you guys take some time, you play a few times, but that's your best. Your best time is 82, 3, and 54. Better than other people we've seen who spend 2 hours and get absolutely butt kissed.
I'm gonna go play Battletoads.
Battletoads. Ooh, that's a good throwback. Oh man.
Ooh, a tough one.
All right. I like that. Yoona, Dayen, what are you guys playing?
Real quick before I do decide, what rarity of shard can I get?
2 or less.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
I'll probably just find some old school arcade games to play. Like
Yeah,
Life Force.
Life
Is that one of those old ones?
Wow. I don't know if I played Life Force.
Like a side-scrolling shooter.
Okay.
and you're going through like the body of some giant, so it's like you're shooting at his intestines and stuff.
What the heck? That's crazy. I never.
Yeah, it was on the
Wait,
the
it
old
says
school
1986.
Nintendo. Yeah, so we could say it was an arcade
Yeah,
cabinet in the
86.
90s.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. What is let's see. So what does Yoona play?
Okay, I think first, just to get the shard thing done, I think she's gonna grab a potent shard of mending.
Okay, potent shard of mending.
Choice.
Good choice.
I want to
Yes.
ask...
The safe
oh,
choice.
sorry, go ahead.
And then for the game, I think she's actually gonna play some rounds of skee-ball first to get tickets.
Ooh,
I
that's
knew
a
it.
Good call. Very good call. Gotta get those tickets. Khierix, he's gonna play some arcade games when no one's watching. People just watch as like this little joystick like moves back and forth and like the buttons tap down. And he's gonna play some Joust because I remember playing Joust a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Joust.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah. Joust and probably the X-Men side-scrolling one. He's like jumping across the like, you know, the different paddles and like hitting them all at once.
He can do that. He can do the claw machine.
No, well, that's a bit different.
It's not the same.
That's not the same.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
Yep.
Connor
Yeah, I
knows.
think
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Alright.
agree with this.
Well, I want, since Battletoads...
have you read-
Oh, go ahead.
You were
Have
saying,
you
Connor?
read Ready Player One?
I have not read it. I've seen the movie. It's not the same, but
One of the plot points is like the first challenge to win the ultimate prize was beating a perfect game of Joust.
That's
where I've heard of it.
About that. That's good. It was good, nice classic game. I really like that. So, All right, and then off in the corner, you see a big group of people playing the newest arcade game, Police 911. It's like a motion detector game, right? And yeah, so it's very popular, big lines, but you won't be able to play that today. It's kind of packed, so. All right. You guys have a good time with your free time phase. Anything else you want to do during that phase?
Well, I was trying to say
Sorry.
that I was going to look around, since Battletoads is multiplayer, to get somebody in the arcade to play with me.
Okay. You notice that the kid behind the ticket counter, he like takes off his apron and puts it down, and he kind of like gets a little bar stool and fills up like a little soft drink, and he's just sitting there like watching everybody play games.
Okay, so does he have a name, or did he have a name tag on?
He did, but it's on his apron.
I didn't see it before he took it off.
Nope, but roll a hero roll. Maybe you know this kid.
Okay. I've been to the arcade before, I would assume.
Well, you might know him better than that, even.
Wait, D100.
D100. Ta-da!
No, I don't know
You don't
him.
know this kid very well. Yeah. You know him as the arcade kid. Yeah, that's it.
I say, hey, arcade kid, you want to come play with me?
What? He's like, which kid is she talking? There's a lot of kids in here. Oh, me? Yeah, he's got like these big frame glasses, slick back hair, and he's got a bit of a sheepish face, but seems like a nice kid.
Okay.
What's... Let me see Verity's sheet real quick. He's like, wait, you're, me? And he like keeps looking around. He's like, no, she can't be me. She's like, he looks behind him, and he's like, who is she talking to?
I say, yeah, I'm talking to you.
Sure.
Yeah, come play Battletoads.
You play Battletoads?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay. And he just like, he starts almost hyperventilating. I guess he's like over there, and he picks the furthest one away from you, and he like he gets distracted a few times, but he's actually pretty good at the game. So
Ooh, someone's Twitter pated. It's like, oh, cute girl playing video games with me. Yes.
So he probably does better than I do then, because I'm probably just so at the game.
I don't know. You've got a +2 dex.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, anyway. So you find a little friend to play with, the little assistant counter boy.
I say, hey, what's your name?
I'm Ken. What's your name?
I'm Verity.
That's very pretty, Verity.
Thank you.
Verity.
Teenagers.
And then you see the arcade owner, his uncle. It's like, hey, break's over, hurry up. Oh, it was nice playing with you.
Yeah, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, see ya.
Okay, I want to see who all is playing the new game.
Yeah, I think Yoona, after she plays some rounds of skee ball, is just gonna watch whoever the people that are playing the new game, just because she's curious.
Okay. You see this kid in a black jacket, and he's kind of taking up most of the time on the game. He's extremely good. He's able to like dodge the guys who pop up pretty quickly and then shoots them down, and seems to be able to play almost through the whole game with only probably a very small handful of quarters. And given that even though it's a still brand new game, and a lot of people seem to be getting frustrated with him because he's taking up all the time.
As if by chance
Is it
you could have bumped into me?
Is it a...
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. You know, what's your question?
Oh, is it a single player game?
It
or
is
is
a
it
single
are there
player game, and it's
Okay.
like on a mat, and the game kind of detects your movement. When you like move your body, it'll move your character, and then you get a pistol and you shoot at bad guys.
Cool.
Alright,
Okay.
let's
Then
call Police
Kira.
911.
Okay, Kira's question then.
And Kira's question was, do you notice this guy?
I was asking if it's the guy that I bumped into earlier.
That's cool.
It is.
I thought so.
It is the guy you bumped into earlier.
So he had a keychain of this game.
Indeed he does.
Okay, I'll just stand off to the side till he's done playing then.
Yoona's gonna join Verity.
What's Dayen doing?
I'm still playing my game.
Sounds about right.
He loves that game. He's just like hunkering down. Top score, you're mine.
Yeah, personal
Yes.
personal experience. It actually is really fun.
I haven't tried it out. I might have to go back and find it. Yeah, you guys are waiting quite a while before one of the guys in line gets pissed and yells at him. Hey, dude! Stop taking up that game all day. What the crap, man? Look at this line. He just kind of like takes a glance and then keeps shooting as if he's totally ignoring him. What do you guys do?
Hey, Verity, maybe we can distract him.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm out of ideas on how to distract him. What do you think?
Is there any space to get, like, to the side of the screen? Or is it all blocked off by people?
It might be a tight fit, but you might be able to get in there.
You could probably push through.
Okay.
So like there's like yeah, you could get to the sides of it because there's just like the like a mat where you stand, and then as long as you stay out of that mat zone,
Okay.
you don't interfere with the game. So yeah.
Alright, I will move up to the side then and just comment on what he's doing on the game. I'll just say like, oh, nice shot. Or, oh, you missed that guy. And things like that to see if it distracts him at all.
Okay, roll a deception roll. Let's see how distracting
Deception.
you are. Yeah. It's because it's kind of like distracting. I don't know. Deception seems good.
Okay.
I don't get to use deception enough since my players don't.
Yeah, we have a
We're too honest.
You're too honest, guys.
Woo,
What
pretty
the hey is going on?
Master of
Holy
Deception.
cow. I don't even... Alright, your rolls. Jeez. Yeah, he gets super distracted to the point where he can't even play. And he just gets super frustrated after he dies like twice. He takes his gun, like shoots it towards you, and then slams it into the holster, and then just walks away. Grabs his jacket, throws it on, and just starts walking away.
Okay, I'm gonna follow him.
And then the guy behind him's like, "Oh, thanks, girl. That was pretty cool of you."
I'll say, no problem. And I'm chasing after him.
Okay, you chase after
I feel
him.
bad I made him
I'm
mad.
not sure he wants to talk to you.
Yeah,
Jeez.
exactly.
What about an attitude?
Yeah, okay, yeah, you chase after him.
I say, I like your keychain.
He looks at you and gives you this death glare. Like he doesn't even want to talk to you right now.
Delayed reaction, you know, can catch up to Verity and be like, wow, you're really good at that game. How are you so good? Like, that was rad. You were on it for like ever.
I was. Not anymore.
Stab again.
What do you guys want?
Yuna's looking to Verity is like, what do you want? Just with her eyes.
I say, you bumped into me earlier today. And
Oh, you mean you were in my way earlier? That's right.
actually, you bumped into me and I wasn't anywhere in your space.
It's probably because you were really slow. So if you keep with the flow of...
Why are you being so
people's
mean to
pace?
me? You don't even know me.
You just distracted me away from my favorite game.
I just wanted to talk to you.
Couldn't there have been a better way?
If she didn't do it, someone else was going to. You had like a dozen people behind you.
Sounds like a personal problem.
A personal problem of a dozen or 2 dozen people?
Yeah.
I was thinking more of your personal problem.
That wasn't my problem. I was on the game. There's no time limit, so whatever.
So, what is it you do that makes you have a fan club? I'm curious.
If you find out, let me know.
Oh, you don't want a fan club?
No, you want to dismantle it for me?
I could help with that.
Fantastic.
Ooh,
Get
dismantling
on
a
it.
club sound.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like, how long? How'd you get a fan club then? Like, how? That doesn't make. Okay. Better question. When the heck did you get a fan club then? I mean, I could see why you would have one, but when did it start?
What's with the 20 questions? I don't even know you girls. I
Okay.
think we go to the same school. Like, you guys are still in uniform, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
are.
All right. He's like, yeah, we. Okay. Congratulations. We're one of 1,500 other students. We've met. Hi, my name is Vincent. Your name is.
I'm Verity.
Your name is.
Yoona!
Nice to meet you. Peace. And he just turns around and starts walking away.
Okay, bye!
Oh, sad.
I'm gonna get some pizza. Gosh dang it.
Verity, do you like him? He's kind of cute.
The jury's still out because he shot a gun at me.
Yeah, he
It was a
has
it
some
was a-
attitude issue.
It was
He
a
has
Nerf
some
gun.
attitude.
Come on.
I know.
He has some attitude issues. I mean, unless you like that kind.
We'll see. It depends on if he has a sweet side, too.
Ooh, yes, the jerk with the heart of gold.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
All right. So you guys have finished your free time phase. Anything else? Connor, anything else?
I'm good.
All right. Okay, it's the investigation phase. So the day gets a little later. The weather is still not fantastic. Hope you brought your umbrellas.
Nope.
If you didn't, sad days. Oh, you know what? You could probably win enough tickets to exchange some for umbrellas. There you go. Yeah, that's what you do. You spend all the next like hour and a half just getting tickets. We're so close to this umbrella. Come on.
There's an umbrella that has the solar system on it, and I'm like, isn't it so nice that we have 9 planets and that it's gonna be this way forever?
That is a strangely specific thing to comment on. I think it's cool.
Yep. Gotta
That's
love
the
those
umbrella
night
we
guys.
buy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Space
definitely.
umbrellas. Pluto forever. Fantastic. Yeah, so you guys are out there, and you notice that other people are out there with their umbrellas and their rain gear. It's the streets are slowly starting to depopulate, though. What do you guys do for your investigation phase?
We have the ghost thing to look into, and there's maybe looking into what Eben's background, because he had mysterious things going on, I remember, besides the whole shindig with Drake and Amelia.
What if that kid is still sick?
Yeah, we could check on Quinn Raja if we could find out how to contact him.
That's true.
True.
In fact, that's 3 things, and there's 3 of us. Do we want to split up?
I think we should just do it together.
Each one together?
Okay.
No, well...
I don't know if we could do all
yeah.
3 in one evening.
Yeah.
Okay, which one do you want to focus on first? You can split up, but
Well,
it might be easier to...
I don't know if we can actually
Share
investigate
information.
all of them, is why I was thinking we should do it together.
Mm.
Because some of them, like, I don't know how we'd find Quinn.
You'd have to find someone who knows
Oh,
Quinn.
Go look for him.
Actually, Ken, the arcade guy, because he was a computer geek, Quinn was. So maybe Ken would know him.
Yeah. If someone wanted to talk to Ken about Quinn, someone else could look into Ebu. We could do 2 of the 3 things. I don't know if
Yeah.
we're...
Yeah, I can talk to Ken since I already introduced myself to him. If you guys want to look into Evan.
Yeah. Ready for... Want to do that, Dean?
Sure.
Okay, because if you did want to do something different, I'd be open to it. If you'd rather go ghost hunting.
I think we have to wait till night to do the ghost hunting, right?
You can look up rumors or like watch, you know, TV shows or
That's
whatever.
true.
Or like watch
There's-
the news,
Yeah, you can watch the news, or there's also like the
school newspaper.
yeah, but the school is probably closed.
Oh, okay.
But there
Yeah,
also
so-
is like a local TV show
That's true.
that you might be able to watch.
I guess that's a couple of choices. Like, if Dane could come with Yoona to look up about Evan, or he could watch the news.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Paranormal.
I'm gonna go watch the
Seekers.
news.
Okay, you're gonna watch TV and be like,
Yeah.
just veg. The best way to find out.
Yeah,
watch
about
the
it.
news.
I go to Blockbuster, check out Ghostbusters.
There you go. Are you watching Ghostbusters or are you watching news? Like
This is
both.
investigating.
both. I've got 2 TVs. I'm gonna pull up that VHS. You get home and like
Amazing.
Dayen, you were super frustrated because someone was unkind and forgot to rewind. So now you've got to
No.
yeah. So you get a stress point because you're just like, I can't take this. No, just kidding. All right. I guess you've got 2 TVs and you're doing some, you know.
Wow, 2
Research.
TVs in the 90s. You really
Yeah,
were rich.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
one's like the old school, like just rabbit ear antenna ones. It just
Like
gets
the
local
really-
news channels.
Small boxes that people would have in their kitchens.
That's probably what he's got. One on top of the other. All right, cool. So that's what Dane's doing. Who wants to go first?
Let's see. Yoona wants to look into Eben. Didn't he say something about some kind of accident happened to his family? I think I vaguely remember.
Indeed, he did. Yeah, there was a fire accident not too long
Yeah.
ago. Mm-hmm.
I think I wanted to look into the fire just to see if any reports came out, if whether it was just an accident or if it was started on purpose, and what kind of fire it was. Yada yada yada.
Okay.
That would probably be at the library, I'm guessing.
Ooh, I'm gonna give you an advantage on your investigation because that is the perfect place to find that.
Yay!
So go ahead and roll your investigation with advantage. We'll see how you do.
Which I'm gonna need that. I only have +1 to investigation. What more do I add to an advantage again, or is it just rolling twice?
You roll
Twice
twice.
to take the higher number.
Yep.
Okay. I will roll that twice then. First time to roll. Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, my 17 is definitely better than the 11.
All right. I like it. 17. Okay, so you spend some time in the library checking out, you know, the papers for the last few months. Because you remember that it, let's see, it did happen a few months ago.
Yep.
Alright, so you're checking out these news articles, and you discover that, yes, the Weaver's home There's a terrible fire at the Weaver's home 2 months ago. 2 people die in the fire. Victor and Giselle. Victor and Giselle. Weaver, thank you. I kept thinking Walker. I'm like, it's not Walker. That's the principal. And yes, they discover what they believe to be human remains in the fire. The fire seemed to burn quite hot. The firefighters had a hard time putting out the fire, and it left. It doesn't mention who, but it mentions that one boy was left alive from the accident, and
that would be Evan, right?
that you presume it would be Evan, yes. And let's see. You find the address. The address of the home is 1124 North Darkwood Lane.
Darkwood, what an ominous street name.
And it's burned down, right?
Mm-hmm. It theoretically should have been rebuilt by now. Right? I don't leave burned houses.
That is true.
2 months.
That's true.
Yeah, we'd have to go and see how they're rebuilding it, or if they are.
Mm-hmm. That's what you find out. Any questions about that article or other information you might want to discern?
Well, but Victor and Giselle were definitely the names of Evan's parents, right? I'd have to look.
News article
think we
is,
know.
yeah, you wouldn't know, but you're kind of guessing so due to what the article is saying.
Yeah. Does it say in the article potential causes of the fire, or a known cause?
It does. It says it was what do you call that? Self-started. I don't know what the proper terminology for that is, but it seems to have been started by from within the home.
It's like somebody leaving something.
Does
on.
that mean on purpose, or just that it wasn't like an
It wasn't an intentional
Well, that's
fire.
it's where it was caused from, but
Right.
that doesn't imply motive.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
but-
it was
but it-
intentional. So the firefighters do think it was intentional, and it started from within the home.
They think it was intentional?
But it doesn't say why.
Huh. I didn't think it would say why. I was just looking to her if it was like a furnace or electrical accident, or if it was intentional. So that answered that question. I think the last thing, if Yoona is able to, if there was any other relatively recent news about the Weaver family or about that address, maybe in going into the past year, would be in the few months before the fire, I guess. If she has the time to look that far. I don't know.
Much harder thing to search for.
It is.
Okay, so we'll say that you spend the next while looking at different sources, trying to corroborate additional information. Unfortunately, you find nothing else. It seems this was an isolated incident. Very strange and tragic, but seemingly isolated. Verity, what are you doing?
Talking to Ken?
Talking to Ken. Alright, you return to the arcade. You see Ken
never
working behind the
left.
counter. You what?
I never left.
You never left. Okay. He's there and he sees you. Hi. Again?
Say, hey Ken, I was wondering if you know
Hey,
the boy from school.
Rarity. Verity is a rarity.
He's really saying that?
No.
Okay.
That's just me being goofy. That's too goofy for Ken.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, say, I was wondering if you know the boy from school, Quinn Rodgett?
What? You know Quinn?
I don't... Oh, yeah, I did know him. That's right. I say, I wasn't close with him or anything like that, but I kind of knew him. And I found out from some kids today that he's been missing for 4 days. Have you heard that?
Yeah. Yeah, Quinn's my good friend.
Do you know... Was he acting strange before he disappeared? Or do you know of anything that could be the cause?
Look, he went up to... Last I saw him, we were all excited for the new... the new tech club room that's being built on the 3rd floor, the computer lab. And he said, well, I'm gonna go check it out, and I'm gonna get permission from the teacher, from the faculty, and that's the last I ever heard of him. After that, it's like he just ditched school, or I don't know. He's just been gone for a while now.
So, you last saw him when we went to get permission?
Yeah, I guess that's right, yeah.
Makes me wonder if a teacher's involved.
Wait, involved in what?
In his disappearance.
Wait, you think one of...
He asked too many questions.
Yes, exactly.
You think one of the teachers...
Well...
Hey, can I use the computer room? You're not supposed to know about the computer room.
Sounds like a bad... sounds like a bad start to a bad Goosebumps novel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man.
I say, well, I guess that does sound kind of weird. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
You need to make a roll for that. I don't think he believes you whatsoever.
I just forgot I wasn't talking to a Magi-Knight.
No, Ken's probably not a Magi-Knight. Maybe, you never know. Maybe.
So is this deception?
Oh yeah, it's a deception.
Oops.
DC's gonna be pretty high because he's totally not buying it.
It's hard with the cat in my lap. I think it's... Oh no, it's 3. Ooh.
Unbelievable! He just like stares at you and he gets
Can
like...
you click on it? Because it doesn't update till you click on it.
Till I click on the... Like this?
And then go back. Yeah, see? I noticed
I
that
should just
before.
stay on
Yeah.
the screen. Interesting. Okay, good to know. Yeah, he just like... He totally buys into it. He just stares at you. He's like, oh... Yeah, that makes sense. And he just like... I don't know why, but this kid totally buys into it. Anyone else would say...
Being Twitter pated does that to you.
Exactly. Anyone else would be like, bro, you're an idiot. He's just like...
so believable.
Yeah. I can totally believe the cute girl who's lying straight to your face. Yeah. Alright. Anything else you want to ask Ken?
Let's see. Have you seen the new computer room?
What? No one's allowed up there. And I'm not the club president, so I didn't think they're not gonna allow just anyone up there.
Well, I recommend you not ask to go up there until we find out what happened to Quinn. But who is the club president?
Wait, until you find out what happened to... Are you like some sort of detective?
I didn't say me. Like, when it's discovered and then we know is what I meant. Because we're told what happened. That's exactly what I meant when I said that. I'm serious.
And
Okay.
I can believe that.
Okay.
Wasn't Quinn the club president, now that I think
Yeah,
about
he
it?
was.
Oh, okay. That's right.
He's like, oh, okay. Did you ask him a question?
No.
Okay. Alright, so that's what you get from Ken.
Oh, and then we can hop over to Dayen finding out stuff
Yeah.
from the news.
Yeah. Anything else with him?
With Ken?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say thanks for your help. I'll see you at school tomorrow.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. If you need somewhere to sit at lunch, let me know.
Oh,
So cute.
okay, thanks.
Alright. Dayen. Dayen is at home. I'm gonna increase the
Watching a movie.
watching a movie and the news simultaneously. I'm gonna have you make an investigation check. The DC is gonna be a little bit tougher because you're multitasking. Let's see how you do with your quote-unquote research. Ghostbusters in the news.
Oh, I have a 4 to investigation.
Well, maybe
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
He's like, I multitask while I investigate all the time. What are you talking about?
Amazing.
All right. Yeah. So you're watching the news. You notice that there have been like a string of disappearances lately on the news, which is strangely normal for Lapis City. However, it doesn't, raise any red flags for anyone for whatever strange reason. And it's still
This
day.
one.
Yeah, that's good. Fine. All right, and you have like the paranormal seekers, so they're like the local ghost hunter show, and they kind of follow around, different rumors. They're listening in, and they covered a few other topics you've heard of, like the ghost outside the cafe, and people leaping off of buildings but disappearing before they hit the ground and things like that. And on today's episode, they kind of just sit around. They don't have anything to investigate, but they kind of are building up to the fact that some of the local kids have been going on about the haunting at one of the schools, and they're trying to figure out which school the haunting is occurring in, and they're very interested in this. And they say that students from various high schools have been disappearing at an increased rate, although they're not able to figure out which one it is. And they say if they put up like a 555 number. If you have any information you want to share with us about the disappearances, let us know, and we'll give you some merchandise. And yeah, this is Chad and Brad signing out. Remember, keep seeking the paranormal. And the show flickers off. And that's all you're
Interesting.
able to find out. That there is something going on at the various high schools. And you have an awesome time eating popcorn and watching Ghostbusters. So.
At the same
Yeah.
time, they say their phone number, the Ghostbusters commercial comes on, and they say theirs.
Right? There you go. You end up dialing the Ghostbusters number. You're like, wait, wrong number. That's awesome.
Wait, who am I going to call?
Nice. Don't forget to rewind. Don't be that guy.
I won't be that guy.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Good job.
Good job. Yeah.
But if I find him,
Right? Slap him with a late fee.
He's gonna go down there and be like, "Who checked this out before me?"
Right? I know you have access to that. Tell me whose account it is.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so the investigation phase is over. We're gonna try to hurry on through to the patrol phase because we're almost there. So the patrol phase. I know it's getting a little late, so I'm gonna push us forward a bit. So the patrol phase.
Wait,
So
aren't we doing the patrol phase next time though?
Well, I know next session is going to be the fight.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're doing a combat.
Yeah, so if we do the patrol today, we'll be
Okay.
ready
that
for
makes
combat
sense.
next
Okay.
time.
Yeah. And actually the patrol phase that we're going to do for next, or the combat we're going to do for next time is going to just be showing like an example of combat so people know how to do it.
Yeah, it won't be tied into the
It
story.
won't be episode 3's combat.
Yeah.
okay.
So, just to wrap this up, because I know we're running a bit late on time. Yeah, as the night grows late, people at almost like 8 o'clock to the dot, people start vacating the streets almost immediately. You don't see hardly anyone is out of the streets anymore. You hear this almost synchronous locking of various deadbolts and windows being curtains being drawn, and the city just seems to go like dead silent, as if it's almost a ghost town. You might see the occasional like dog peeking through the curtains and looking at you suspiciously, but you guys tend to be some of the only ones out there at night. And during the patrol phase, you guys are able to wander around Lapis City using you're going to transform and use your soul crystals, which react to the presence of spectral outsiders. So they'll tell you kind of in which direction there seem to be like monstrous activities and such.
Yeah.
So why don't we have you guys transform, and then I'll let you know if you guys have a what is it called? A day of quiet, or if there's going to be some outsider activity somewhere. Who would like to transform first?
I can, because I know my transformation phrase.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. It's it's embarrassing is what it is.
I'm curious now.
Okay. Verity puts her hand in the air and she says, "By the light and love within me, heart, release." And then she transforms.
That's very Cardcaptor Sakura. I love it.
What does her outfit kind of look like?
Like this one.
Oh, that's right. You have a picture for her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, very cool. Gotta love that we have artwork for Verity, so it's easy to, discard that.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
I think I can go next. I'm
Perfect.
getting an idea. Her turn. I think Topaz just, Yoona to become Topaz. She claps her hands together, poses, and says, "Let's go! Topaz, power up!" And it activates his transformation phrase. And her outfit is like yellow, white, and orange with... It's a simple skirt, and then lots of lace decorating her blouse and her boots and her gloves. Just like edges of lace. She has her gem on just at the base of her neck and at her collar. And it's cutesy and frilly.
Cute.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like
I'm
it.
actually doodling it right now.
Aw. Do show. All right.
I will show when it is done.
Dayen, what you got for us?
Dayen holds his crystal in the air and says, "Life before death, strength before weakness," and transforms.
Oh, I like it. All right.
It's from a book we've been reading, so...
Okay, very cool. That's a very nice quote. I like that. All right. So you guys, now that you've transformed, your soul crystals, the night is kind of quiet at first, up until about 10:30. You guys are kind of patrolling different areas of the city, and then your soul crystals slowly begin to, glow very faintly, very slowly pulsing. You guys follow. Normally, I'd kind of request a purity roll. Actually, let's just do that because we haven't done a squad a squadron skill check. All right, you collect a pool of 5d4s, and then you divide them up as evenly as possible. So 2 of you are going to roll 2d4s. One person will roll 1, and then you roll that. If you had
Okay, who wants to roll 1?
I can roll 1.
Okay. And then if you have a proficiency in a skill related to the squadron skill check, you get to add +2. So,
Purity.
does anyone have proficiency in purity?
I do.
Okay, do you have mastery in purity?
I think it's just proficiency, not
Okay.
mastery.
All right, anyone else?
Nope.
Okay, so it's just a +2 modifier for now. And then you get to add your reputation level to the total, which you guys don't have any reputation right now. And so you're just going to have 5d4 plus 2. So we'll just add 2 to your total. So roll your d4s.
Yay.
Nice.
I got a 3.
Okay. So you're going to add up all
I
of
got
your dice.
7.
Okay, 7
Looks like
plus
I got
3.
13.
13 plus 2
Yay!
is 15. All right, so 15 is definitely enough. So you guys are able to detect there's some strange presence towards the heart of the city. And later on, when we have like a cool little map of the city, you'll be able to, you know, show where in the city it is at. But fast forwarding real quick, you guys find out that the energy is coming from your high school.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
The halls, all the lights are off. What do you do?
We already went to school today. We should call it a night.
I agree. Just
Dang.
call it good.
We can't even go inside, right?
Can you?
Let's sneak in through a window.
Yeah. Are there any open windows?
There are not.
Are there any windows that we could pry open? Which ones are likely to be pried open?
Is there one?
We could pick our least favorite teacher and smash a window.
I was thinking that.
Could do that. You could smash a window. This is the mid-90s.
I'm down for that.
I don't think they have an alarm system, so...
I don't even know who
Ooh.
my least favorite teacher would be anyway, though.
Mr. H.
No, I like him.
Oh, you like Mr. H?
He's-
Coach Soul.
No, I like her too.
I don't.
Salgy.
I would do Coach Soul's office window.
There you go.
Me too.
Okay, it's been voted. Coach Soul's window gets busted.
Really?
All right, you guys walk over. You smash in her window with just like a flick of your wrist, and you
Don't we get in
guys.
trouble for using our magic that way or our powers that way?
Normally, you should. Okay, so Khierix has a quote. Khierix is kind of like frowning in a very unamused way, and he says, "Hey, you know that mundane problems have mundane solutions, and magical problems have magical solutions. I'm pretty sure that window right there is mundane. -5 social points." But
What
because-
if it?
Go ahead.
How do you know it's not a magical window?
Because you broke it with the flick of your wrist.
Well, it's getting in the way of us getting to a magical problem. Therefore, it needs a magical solution.
No, he means we should have used a brick.
You're not.
But actually,
You're
that's
not wrong.
That is what I was planning, though. Is
Yeah.
getting a rock and
That-
throwing it.
that is a very good way to read the fine print. Khierix is
Well,
like,
I should have specified.
yeah. Khierix is like, yeah, okay. You use a brick. He has no comment. He's like, well, you followed the rules. Congratulations. All right. Yeah. So you guys like leap into the school. It's
Is it dark?
Yes, it is very dark. It's probably 11. You guys are kind of wandering through the schoolway halls. It's a very kind of disorienting experience. You're used to loud voices, tumultuous noises just booming through these hallways filled with, bright lights.
Yeah.
But it's just eerie, silent, and dark, but there's something off-putting about this presence somewhere within this within the school. No doubt, it comes as no surprise that you use your soul crystals to detect that the source is coming from the 3rd floor. You arrive at the 3rd floor and towards the area where Quinn was supposedly last went to investigate. There's this kind of heavy, tangible oiliness in the air that kind of makes you squint, and it's almost like a repulsive taste on your tongue, as if there's literal like wet oil in the air.
Bleh. Bleh, 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 rubbing her tongue. That's gross.
Dan, were you cooking up here?
No, not this time.
All right. You open the doors to the computer room. You expect to see something there, and surely enough, as you get closer, you see materializing from the plane of elsewhere and converging onto the school's location, you see an enormous tether, which is like a kind of like a strange object, heavy, thick. It can take a lot of different shapes. This one is kind of the size of a black and dark blue viscous trunk, and it's kind of connecting itself into the room, and next to it you see that the entire computer lab has been covered in like this strange kind of like fleshy almost purplish and black goop that's kind of covering the walls, the ceilings, and floors. You hear this like strange moaning coming from within the room as you open the door. And you realize now that you see 4 people are suspended within the room in different areas. They have this like strange peachish thing attached to their faces, and you can see their bodies kind of thrashing about wildly as if they're enduring some horrific trauma or nightmare that they can't seem to escape from.
Dear.
What do you do?
Are the peach things
Right, we
shaped
should've
like
stayed
baby
home.
aliens?
Okay, yeah, they're kind of like facial masks, yeah, in a sense, that they cover their entire like face like an oval. But I'm gonna let you have a perception check. Go ahead and roll that.
Okay. 12.
Okay, 12. All right. You're not... It's a partial success. So you're able to, like, see that this peachish thing is attached to some sort of other leathery object. And it's like a... It's like a... like a tube that seems to, like, grow up into the ceiling. And these tubes seem to be connected to each one of them differently. So it's as if they're all connected to some sort of centerfold, but you're not sure what it is.
So they basically all have tubes attached to their faces.
Yeah, there's like the peach mask, and the peach mask is connected to like the purplish black tube. Yeah.
That's creepy.
And you can see them all kind of like moaning, and they're like thrashing about, but something is keeping them like kind of pinned and paralyzed.
Do we take stress from seeing this?
Absolutely. Thank you. You take a stress point.
Okay. I definitely think I would.
Yes. And there's just like, you can see their hands are kind of twitching. You can see their hands are kind of stuck in against the walls or in different various positions, and there's just like it's slick with sweat, and there's this pungent stench of offal, and yeah, you think they must be like chained or something to these walls, and these leathery tissue-like tubes are just kind of like cracked snake skin with exposed musculature. They just all connect into like the top of the ceiling. What do you guys do?
We should cut the tubes and then we can figure out how to get them free once they're not. Basically, looks like they're suffocating.
Mm-hmm.
The otherworldly creature probably could see us if we tried to get past.
Hey, what about that missing kid? Do we see him, or is it too hard to make out
It's
faces?
hard to say because their
Actually,
faces. Yeah.
All their faces are concealed.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could try to cut the tubes with one of your soul weapons, or maybe magic power, like a magic ability.
I have a sword. I was gonna cut them with my sword.
Okay, so you just want to lunge forward and swing at it and see if you can cut it off?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20. We'll see how
Okay.
effective your soul weapon is against these tubes.
Yeah. Do I add anything to the 20?
It's on your third page, your Magi-Knight page. It should just be your attack. So
Okay.
1d20 plus attack.
That's not great.
All right. You,
Only 10.
Topaz Shine dashes forward with her soul weapon in hand. Does she have a shield, or does she wield it in two hands? What kind of weapon is it?
It's a knight's medium weapon.
Okay.
I don't remember if that's one-handed or two-handed.
It's one-handed. So she probably does have like a shield to whether like what it looks like, that's up to you, but
yeah, definitely has a hexagonal shield, I think.
Okay, very cool. She lunges forward. Her soul weapon connects with the leathery tube of this like strange colored musculature tube, but it connects, and it's as if the tube is made out of some strangely resilient alloy. And suddenly, as you hit it though, all the tubes suddenly wrench into the center mass on the ceiling, and you hear this horrific scream. And
You scared Cloud.
oh,
The cat.
the cat. You see the blackened silhouetted creature that is in the center of the ceiling, and an array of 5 gleaming colored eyes set upon which looks like a nebulous ink splotch is hanging there. The amorphous creature turns its gaze directly towards you, its eyes abruptly shifting to a bright scarlet color of surprise. And as it lets out that nasty shriek of alarm, it drops to the ground, and then, like an ink splotch shape, bursts through a glass window and disappears into the night. However, not a moment later after it leaves, you see 2 of its minions have been left behind. These grisly-looking beasts appear, barring your way, barring any pursuit or preventing you from saving these people it's left behind. One looks like a 7-foot thing of various beasts sewn together, head and torso of a bear, limbs of a tiger, tail of a lizard, and bat-like wings, while the other has the body of an enormous snake whose markings are a mix of grays, dark blues, and blacks. The thing is held aloft by 2 flapping, decrepit, feathered wings, and has an abnormally large face of a tortured, porcelain-skinned woman. The face abruptly breaks apart, revealing 4 separate limbs that connect into the snake's torso and a row of jagged teeth at the end of each section of its original face. The 2 chimeras look at you and charge forward. And
Oh dear.
that is the end of what we're going to show you guys of episode 3 of the Doombringer saga.
I want to find the answers.
I know. So you'll have to keep playing, right?
We have to do episode
Yes.
2 first. We've only done 1.
That's how they get you.
Yep. You will have to do episode 2. Oops, I just accidentally closed
How they
it.
get ya?
We only played through 1.
Yeah. Well, thankfully it's been written at least, so it's there. It just has to be played through, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
But yeah, it's been a good experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed that kind of sneak peek of episode 3. Episode 1 of the Doombringer saga was released for free with our playtesting materials. It is called
An Echo from the Stars.
An Echo from the Stars, written by our very own Kira, and slightly adjusted and modified for a scenario format by me, but all the story and characters are all Kira. So pretty intimidating for her at first, but I think she did a great job. Everybody seems to love it, and great addition to the Doombringer saga. Originally we only had episode 2 and 3 until we decided to add, what was originally episodes 1 and 2. We decided to add a free scenario, and it turned out very well. Amber and Connor have actually played through episode 1. What was without any spoilers, what was your feelings about it?
Ooh, I really liked episode 1, but it also helped that my character had befriended an NPC that turned out to be a major player, and that was fun. Seeing how that impacted the final battle.
The power of friendship.
And hey, I used
mechanic.
Yeah, the power of friendship and a really big stick. I had the friendship, you had the stick.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, it's kind of, people are like, oh, that's so cheesy. But it's amazing how well it can work out in games like this, just knowing the right NPCs, investing into them, and how they can help shape final battles and things like that. So
Yeah, that's what I really am loving about the system, is that talking to the NPCs actually feels like it makes a difference, unlike other systems I've played.
Yeah, that's very true.
As well as unlocking some deeper lore and storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, we've kept a lot of the lore and story and town NPCs pulled for just Kickstarter. It's not on the PT, not a lot of it anyway. But so we're really looking forward to sharing that with more people once the Kickstarter goes live on May 17th. We're very excited. But as we said, playtesting materials are free right now if you sign up, subscribe to the newsletter, and that comes with the free scenario. And we're always, adjusting it and tweaking things getting feedback from people on our Discord. So, anything else you want to say about that, Kira?
No, I think you summed it up pretty well.
All right, awesome. Connor, Amber, parting notes?
More people need to play it because it's really fun and very unique, and I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
There are enough similarities with D&D, it was easy to pick up. But enough was different to make it interesting, which is a really good mix.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys. Yeah, it's been really helpful getting to have you guys play out the system, and fresh perspective, new set of eyes. And honestly, we met you guys through showcasing this game at our very first convention. You guys weren't able to make it, but you contacted us and expressed interest. So we're very excited to have, met people like you who are passionate about Magical Girls and Sentai, and just help keep the dream alive, right?
Yep, I love Magical Girls. Connor's much better with numbers and mechanics than I am, so...
Hey, I don't know, because he made Average Dave. Magical Dave.
Oh,
Magical Dave.
Magical Dave! I have to share Art of Magical Dave, too.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. So,
That was fun.
That was a blast. Oh my gosh. I was like, what? Who is this guy? Magical Dave? Are you freaking kidding me? And then by the end of the session, I was like, no, this guy he's the MVP now. If anyone else dies, it's fine. But Magical Dave, he's got to, keep on. So
He's got to stay average.
He's got to stay average. He's too average to die. Let the heroes die. He's gonna be the last one up. So. Yeah, but so we're gonna do one more session later on, but it'll just be a combat encounter, and it'll be kind of an example of what to expect. Kind of our take on the 5e combat, but meant for Sentai and Magical Girls, but at a level 1. So we won't be showcasing any of the crazy battle techniques or tactics you can do, but yeah, hopefully it'll give everybody kind of a idea of how spectral outsiders work and how their cultists work, and et cetera, et cetera. So
yeah.
All right, well, looking forward to doing that with you guys, and it's been a blast. Thanks so much for being here, doing this with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Glad to be here.
All right, with that, we hope you guys enjoyed the preview. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Follow us on Kickstarter, May 17th. We're on Discord. Subscribe to the newsletter. Magi-Knights.com. Anything else I forget? Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. If you Google Magi-Knights, we're the first one
Use
who
the
come
dash
up.
Symbol. Don't spell out dash.
Yeah, you need to.
Symbol
Thank
dash.
you. Yeah, use the symbol, and just help us get that dream out there. And this is designed because there weren't a lot of other games like it that would fill the need that my daughter and Kira really wanted to play in. So hopefully, with just sharing the love and joy of this, will make others happy as well. So, well, thanks again, guys. We'll see you around.